Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the emotional space. Grateful to be here with you guys today because I wanted to talk about trusting. There's a lot of problems with people that have trust issues, namely the people that are traumatized or have addictions. They have basically acquired these trust issues because they maybe had parents that weren't so trustworthy, or they were very secretive about their lives to their children. One of the things that I've realized through my life is that as I get to a certain point, that I can't continue to blame my parents for all the things they neglected to tell me about themselves, and their personal struggles, or the things that they unknowingly or knowingly caused in my life. So one of the things in the 12-step program that I'm associated with is realizing that when we want to change our lives, we have to do it, and we have to make our own decision, and it can't be based off of your parents. It can't be based off of your loved ones, your family. The choice to change and the choice to be sober is up to you. You got to get to a point in your life where you have an outside source that is more powerful and greater than you to be able to help you to overcome your addiction. And that's why in this program, God is the center of everything in the recovery process. You look at other programs that are out there, yeah, they throw God in there every once in a while, but he's not the center of the recovery program. This program talks about God in every aspect of our lives, his good principles, and when we get to a certain point of overcoming our trauma and addictive behaviors through behaviors and healthier ways of thinking, we can start opening up our hearts for a place for God to dwell, because we don't have something shutting us off or blocking us from seeing him. We always talk about seeing with our physical eyes and hearing with our physical ears, the senses, the physical senses, but we never talk about the spiritual senses, because the spiritual senses are blocked when we're in our trauma and addiction. So you might guess that if you're going to overcome the physical realm, you have to start making sacrifices in your life and start doing things out of your own choice for yourself. So that is something that I've been working on for a very long time. And gradually, as I continue to lean towards the healthier habits and the healthier things, I have began to open up a little bit more space for God to be able to show me the things that I've been blinded, by spiritually throughout my whole journey in this process. So one of the things I wanted to read out of the manual that I have here is that the truth that recovery was far more a result of the Lord's effort than our own. He worked the miracle when we invited him into our lives. And we realized that changing our lives this much had to be our own decision. It wasn't about what our parents did, what they were doing now, or what they wanted. It wasn't about what our friends thought or felt or did. It became a decision that we made on our own. So if you are influenced by shame and you attach shame to everything that you do, that might be because your parents attach shame, their parents attach shame to everything. And so the way I see the world today, the world attaches shame to a lot of things. Like when you want to be successful or you want to grow, they attach shame to it because they think that, well, you're not being humble. They attach shame to making mistakes, saying that that's shameful and you're never going to be able to change, and they put you in a box and they keep you there. Most people, they start on the trail to change, and then when they're shamed or they feel self-shame, they start to spiral downward again. And shame is the biggest tool that Satan uses, because if we have these preoccupational thoughts with unworthiness all the time, or feel like we are unworthy to change or we're unworthy of God and his presence and his love, that is an inner voice, or the voice of the opposite, which is the adversary, which is Satan, telling us that we're no good, that we don't have a purpose, that we're just, there's no such thing as a higher way of doing things. It's just the way you do it, okay? So then you get trapped in this mindset that the things that you're doing are okay, but at the same time you feel the shame for doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you see how Satan uses the tool to keep you where you're at so that you don't progress mentally and spiritually. This is kind of what I wanted to just talk about today. But I think I'm going to leave it at that, and hopefully you guys got something out of this video today. If you like the video, give me a like or if you didn't like the video, just tell me how you feel. But anyways, grateful for all of you. Hopefully your road to recovery is good. My road to recovery is based off of my emotional well-being in these videos, talking about addiction, talking about trauma, talking about my own journey, which is still an eternal journey for me. It's not just, hey, I get to a certain point and then boom, I'm plateaued, then I'm done. No, that's the mindset you have to have with recovery. It has to be an eternal process, an ongoing process. And you have to not attach shame to that process. Have a good one, guys.